What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies Hot Stove Videocast, and today we're going to be having our hot stove check-in here. Obviously, a few weeks ago, I did this where I took a break of the Throwback Thursday video and just decided to just do the hot stove check-in because I think it's really important to make a video today all about the news around Major League Baseball. And there has been a lot of news this past week about news and getting ready for the season. And so I think it's really important I make a video all about this. So before we get into this video, please subscribe if you haven't yet. It's really important that you do subscribe. If you're not subscribed, you need to subscribe now and click that notification bell. That way you know when I make a video. So just a little bit of news. Obviously, with Major League Baseball, we obviously have heard about the season proposal. It's obviously pending. It was originally supposed to be 80 games. They added 2 more games, and it's going to be 82-game season. Spring training will resume on June 10th, and the regular season will start on July 1st. And the regular season is going to be in their home ballparks. So we're going to be starting at Citizens Bank Park. Well, obviously, we might not have the first game there, but because we might be away. But what I'm trying to say is we're going to have regular season games in our home stadiums. They're going to be empty, which is going to be strange, but I want them in our home stadium. Spring training resuming on June 10th. I don't really understand that. I'm having a hard time understanding why we need to resume spring training. I mean, obviously we might need it for like a week or two, but I mean it's going to be a good 3 weeks there, playing spring training games when we could just be starting regular season. Give everyone a notice. I don't understand why we just can't train and start the season on June 10th. I don't understand that at all, but this whole thing has just been blown out of proportion. I'm not even going to talk about that. I mean, this whole entire crap that's going on in this world, it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. But I'm not going to make a video about that, ranting about that. But, so regular season starting on July 1st. June 10th is when spring training resumes. Now, there are some dark areas in this whole proposal. Before I talk about those, we also have the universal DH. And Major League Baseball submitted this proposal to the Players Union, and they're supposed to approve it by the end of this week. It's pending. So, 82-game season, universal DH, spring training set to resume on June 10th, regular season to start on July 1st. Now, here's some bad parts about this. Major League Baseball will lose money playing this 2020 season. Empty stadiums. You have to set up, turn on the lights at night. It's you have to have people, still clean the stadiums, even though there's not going to be people in them. So it's still going to cost money. So they are going to lose a lot of money. Obviously, players coming in or fans, buying tickets, it's going to cost, that brings a lot of their revenue. So obviously the TV ratings will be fantastic. I mean, they're going to be making a lot of money off of the TV ratings, but when it comes to attendance to the games, they're going to be making no money. So, and another dark area for the players will only receive half salary. Now I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant here, if you want to call it that. Blake Snell says he refuses to play under half salary. That is so stupid. That is so stupid. Let me just give my thoughts on that. That is the most ridiculous, absurd thing I've ever heard. So you refuse to play. So you'd rather have no season at all and get no money. So you're going to have an opportunity. Obviously, you're not going to get your whole entire salary. But you're going to get half of it. Would you rather have half of it or none of it? This guy is ridiculous. Sit out. Sit out. We'll see how that goes for you, buddy. Sit out. Don't get paid any money because they're not going to pay him if he just sits out. So, to sit out, don't get paid any money. I mean, what kind of sense does that make? He's striking. He's striking, basically. He's striking. He'd rather sit out and, make a big fuss about it. Play the game. I'm so tired of this. I really am. Play the game. Get paid your salary. I mean, I understand it's only half salary, but you'd rather sit out and get paid nothing. Nothing. Would you rather have half of it or none of it? That is the most absurd thing. So you know what? To sit out. Sit out. See how it goes for you. Blake Snell. That is just the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my whole entire life. Sit out and not get paid any money. I mean, that's ridiculous. Here's a guy worried about all of his money, but yet he'd rather sit out and get paid, not get paid anything than at least half of it. Now, does it kind of, it kind of sucks that, you're not going to pay paid your whole entire salary? Yes. Yeah, it does. It's disappointing. It's very, very disappointing. But you'd rather sit out and get paid nothing than at least half? I mean, come on. I think that's a little bit ridiculous, if you ask me. I think, what he's saying just doesn't make much sense to me. Does not make much sense to me, as I just said there. So, Major League Baseball trying to get back to playing baseball. I mean, this is what the roadblocks are going to. The players are going to only receive half salary. So that's not good. And Blake Snell obviously is making some big fuss about it. I guarantee he's not going to be the only one. But how stupid is that? How stupid is that? And honestly, I got some flack, but I'm not going to say who. It wasn't one person, but I got some people saying, well, told you so. Baseball wasn't going to resume in May. We told you it wasn't going to resume in May. Well, let me just comment on that in a most professional way I can. It should have. I mean, baseball could have and should have returned in May. And in late May, spring training should resume with no fans. And, it's obviously going to resume June 10th, which isn't far off from late May. But I think it's a bunch of BS what's going on in this country right now. And I'm not here to talk politics or anything or, say anything. But just all I'm saying is go and listen to Dave Portnoy, what he said. Because what he said is 100% what I think. Dave Portnoy. Check him out. I think he had it on Instagram and Twitter. Go check it out. Because what he said is what I think. Like, he's basically speaking what I think. Which is that I don't know what the whole big holdup is here. I mean, the damage has already been done, and I don't know why we can't have baseball back now. Obviously it's a tragedy about what's been happening here, but we need to get our country back to normal. And I think it's really important that we do. Obviously we don't want to be overly, we don't want to get everything back at once. We've got to start getting some things back now. So, again, I'm just going to touch on that real quick. If you really want to know how I feel, go watch the Dave Portnoy video on Instagram and Twitter. And or Twitter. But this MLB proposal is good. I like it. One thing I don't not like about it is the fact that I'd rather have a shorter postseason and play more regular season games. I'd rather play like over 100 games and have a shorter postseason. This is my opinion. I mean, I think I'd rather have more regular season games. As goes with the players. I mean, oh well. I mean, half of these guys in the major leagues already have enough for a lifetime. I mean, more than a lifetime. You could Mike Trout, Bryce Harper, many, 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 many others. So obviously I do feel bad for some of the young guys. Those guys I do feel bad for. But guys like Blake Snell, I mean, I don't know. Now, I don't know how much he's making per year, but I know he won a Cy Young. I believe that was in 2018. I know he won the Cy Young. So I don't think, obviously I don't know if he's in arbitration yet or what. I don't really know much about Blake Snell. I don't really know much about him, but I guarantee you there's going to be some players out there who have already made enough for a lifetime are still going to be complaining. I think that's really just absurd. Obviously the players receiving only half salary is kind of disappointing. Obviously that doesn't affect me or any of the fans, but it's a shame. I feel bad for the young guys. I don't feel bad, as much as I love Bryce Harper. I don't feel bad for Bryce Harper. I'm sorry. I feel bad. I don't feel bad for him because you know what? He's already made enough money for his lifetime. I don't think he's going to complain. Obviously, it kind of is disappointing. He's not going to pay paid his whole entire salary, but it makes sense. We're going to play half the season. Why are we going to pay you all the money we pay you for a full season? So, obviously the Major League Baseball is going to be losing money. I mean, it's worth it though. It's worth it if we can get the season. People are finding every way they can to try to say we're not going to have a season. I mean, I got some guy say to me, any updates? Are we even going to have a season? Like, are you paying attention to the news here, people? Pay attention to news here. I mean, of course we're going to have a season. I mean, what are you, crazy? I mean, look at the news. I mean, Major League Baseball is trying everything they can to have a season here. And Rob Manfred, I give him credit because he's trying. Like, I know I blasted him a few weeks ago or whatever it was. But I have to give him credit here. He is trying his hardest to try to get baseball back. I really do appreciate that in a lot of ways. I really do. As a fan, I really do appreciate a commissioner who's trying to get baseball back as soon as possible. So I think it's really important. We need baseball back. Please check out the social media link in the description below at Phillies Hot Stove and at Harper Fanatics. I need baseball back, guys. I'm starting to go out of my mind. Call or text 267-225-3392. Email me, phillieshotstove@gmail.com. Please subscribe. Once again, guys, it's really important that you subscribe. I mean, these are tough times right now for my channel. I'm not all about the numbers. I do a lot of things for enjoyment, but you really need to subscribe if you haven't yet. It would really be appreciated by me. And please turn on the notification bell as well. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see about the Throwback Thursday video next week. Assuming anything that major does happen, it probably will be back next week. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I'm Luke here, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace out, guys.